Inertia TV news of the day, and it's a Sunday. Don't ask me how I know that. Every day feels the same. Anyway, roller skate again today. Not much to report today. Beautiful. I mean, probably the most spectacular day we've had. 2020. It was really nice. So yeah, glad you could check in with me today. Here, let me show you. You know, I often have to do these now to Zoom meetings for work. And any of you who know me know I love to take notes. Would you like to see some? My last Zoom meeting. I can't help myself. I've always had to like draw and stuff. My notebooks in high school and college were basically little art books. Like, I mean, I would jot some things down, but I'd spend time. But, you know, I feel bad because I don't feel bad actually, but you know, I'm listening, and actually it helps me to focus, you know, do my little crazy doodles of like skeletons and things like that. Like, I mean, I'm always drawing, you know, like creepy skull things. And what's nice about being home at a Zoom meeting instead of actually like a meeting at work, right? So there's like, I draw a little like demonic guy. They always get upside down crosses. Love upside down crosses. Love pentagrams. You know, I love that stuff. Definitely anti-theist, which is, you know, and the provocative imagery is awesome. So 666s and all that stuff. So anyway, right, the nice part about being at home is I got all my art supplies here. Like here's this skull head full of pens, and like, so my drawings can get like more detail and stuff, which is fun. I could get some shading pens out there, and, you know, so it makes my meeting notes so much better. Look at that. Like this guy, I gave him he's got some good shading going. Give him a little more, make him a little more dark and ominous. Anyway, you know, so speaking of dark and ominous, let's look at some modern American thrash metal. This list of bands will be bands you should probably check out. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but everybody on this list is pretty good and modern. So like beyond a big vocal. All right, fans. Talk about some modern American thrash metal. This guy's from Ohio, War Curse, pretty cool, ripping it. Thrash or Die from Florida. These bands you should check out. Sadistic Ritual. I'm wearing this out. Ringworm, I think, is like a kind of a hardcore band from Ohio. Red Death from New York. Really good hardcore influence thrashy band. Psychosomatic from California. Again, very much like a crossover band. Paralysis from New Jersey, but Mental State. Newcomb from California. Medrust from California, a more technical thrash. Lucifist from Indiana, I think. Definitely a crossover. Look at that album, it's awesome. Like werewolves with nuclear explosions and skateboards. Yep. Jeopardy, really cool band that you should check out from southern Vermont. Really good. Definitely old school, like hardcore thrash metal. Incinerator from Texas. Cracked me up because they always sing about icy themes, but from Texas. Hellfire, I put them in this list. They're really cool. We saw them up in Montreal opening with Death Angel. They're from California, Bay Area. They're like more of a speed metal, like more soaring vocals, traditional metal, but very thrash influenced, obviously. Hammerlord, again from the Midwest somewhere, I think Kansas. These guys are like a party thrash metal band. This is a new record, Wreck Shop. They haven't put out anything for a long time, so it's cool to see it back on it. Extinction AD from Strong Island, kind of traditional thrash with hardcore elements. Forced is again, I think down south somewhere like maybe I want to say Richmond, Virginia. Really dirty hardcore thrash. Edition Critical from New Jersey, ripping. Look, they even got an Ed Repka album cover. Blessed Curse from, I think, Oregon. Black Mass from Boston. Really cool band. They're up and coming. So these guys also in Montreal last summer. Richer, more of a Venom-inspired thrash band. Just like this band, Back, which is Blind Waste with Municipal Waste. Kind of his Venom tribute. Axe Slasher is a cool band. It's thrash metal from, I can't remember where they're from, somewhere. But, yeah, some cool band. Activate from Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. Very much a hardcore-inspired thrash band. Suppressive Fire. I know I'm getting into Witch King from Massachusetts. They're a pretty kick-ass band. Iron Reagan. Lazarus AD. And then, of course, the mighty Municipal Waste. Probably the premier American modern thrash band. And then I would be remiss if I didn't mention Ex Mortis. Of course, Power Trip. Hatchet. Toxic Holocaust. And then the two most recent kick-ass releases are Warbringers, Weapons of Tomorrow, really good. And then what came out today, Havoc from Denver, Colorado. And this album, 5, is just blistering. So that's it. That's my take on modern American thrash fans. I'm going to check some of those guys out. Huh? Check out some of those bands. You won't regret it. I mean, the state of thrash metal is excellent. It's as good, if not better, than early 80s, or than the 80s. And I think because, the 80s were the inventive time. Modern thrash metal has that to look at. Like, they can build upon Slayer, Megadeth. The new Havoc album is a great example. Havoc is a great band. Their new record is like a record Megadeth wishes they wrote. Technical, thrash, political, and just freaking solid. Good stuff. So, check them out, folks. See you on the flip side. Bye now.